Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're heading over to Thailand, virtually speaking, to look at something really interesting in their MarTech world. It seems like the usual global marketing playbook, well, doesn't quite apply there. One platform, line, seems to really dominate.
It really does. It's fascinating. Well, many markets lean heavily on email or big CRM systems like Salesforce. Thailand's different. Businesses there have really embraced Line for, well, almost everything.
Like marketing, sales, customer service.
Yeah.
A whole package.
Exactly. It's created this very unique ecosystem.
And the numbers are just staggering. I read something like over 50 million active users in Thailand alone.
Yeah, it's huge. And it functions as much more than just messaging. It's this all-in-one platform.
Okay, so that's our mission for this deep dive, right? To really understand why.
Yeah.
Why is Line so incredibly successful there? And what are the key strategies businesses are using that actually work?
Precisely. We're drawing heavily on an article published back on July 3rd, 2025, called Line, Thailand's Top MarTech Tool and How to Use It. It gives a great snapshot.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's jump in. One of the first big things, this really caught my eye, is how Line official accounts, Line OA they call them, how they stack up against email marketing.
Ah, yes. This is probably the most fundamental difference compared to many Western markets.
It sounds like email just hasn't really taken off for marketing in Thailand.
That's putting it mildly. It just doesn't have the same traction, not for consumer marketing anyway.
Yeah.
The article highlights these really stark differences in open rates.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Line away. We're talking incredibly high read rates. Think 80, even 90%.
Wow. Compared to email.
Compared to email in Thailand, which apparently struggles to get much past, say, 10 or 15%.
That is a massive difference. What's driving that, do you think? Is it just where people hang out online?
That's definitely part of it, but it's more nuanced. Thai consumers seem to have this strong preference for real-time conversational interactions.
More immediate.
Exactly. Line is fundamentally a chat app, so it fits that preference perfectly.
Yeah.
Email feels, well, slower, more formal maybe, less urgent.
Yeah, that makes sense. A Line message pops up, you glance at it, email, can wait.
Right. And this preference really shapes the whole MarTech approach there. It's not just about the tool, it's about the communication style that resonates.
And the article mentions something about e-commerce integration within Line OA. That sounds really powerful.
Oh, absolutely. It's incredibly seamless. You can browse, make direct purchases, even use one-click payments, all without leaving the chat.
Unlike email, where you're clicking links, going to websites.
Exactly. It removes so much friction. You can see why that whole shopping journey within Line is so appealing to consumers there.
And it's not just the front end, is it? What about behind the scenes? The article touched on AI chatbots and automation within Line OA.
Yeah, that's a huge factor for businesses. Using AI chatbots for customer service, answering common questions instantly, providing support 24/7.
Frees up human agents for the tricky stuff.
Precisely. It boosts efficiency massively. It's a big draw for companies of all sizes.
They even gave a specific example, didn't they? Like big e-commerce brands using Line broadcast messages instead of email newsletters.
And getting response rates that are 5 to 10 times higher.
5 to 10 times. Okay, that really says it all.
It does. So the key takeaway really for anyone looking at Thailand is if your strategy is heavily reliant on email, you are almost certainly missing the boat. Line is where the engagement is.
It's a fundamental shift in how you need to think about reaching customers there.
Okay, so moving on from just basic communication, the article talks about a boom in Line marketing automation.
Yes, this is where it gets really interesting. Companies like Crescendo Lab, Ready Planet, they're leading the charge here.
What's fueling that growth? Is it just efficiency again?
Efficiency is part of it, but it's more about personalization and targeting. The big driver is using AI to tailor promotions and messages based on actual user behavior.
So not just blasting the same message to everyone in your Line OA list. Definitely not. It's much smarter. Think about tracking purchase history, seeing if someone abandoned a cart, what products they've browsed,
Right.
and then using that data to send really relevant messages. It's about understanding that individual customer journey.
That behavior-based targeting sounds powerful, re-engaging someone who nearly bought something.
Exactly. Or showing them accessories for something they did buy. It requires a certain level of sophistication in the tools, which is clearly developing rapidly in the Line ecosystem.
The article also mentioned automated lead nurturing drip messaging, but adapted for Line.
Yeah, so instead of an email sequence, you get a timed series of messages right there in Line, guiding potential customers along, answering questions proactively.
And they integrate things like gamification, too. Loyalty program?
Directly within line. Interactive quizzes, maybe lucky draws, reward points, things to keep people engaged and encourage repeat business. It really taps into that interactive preference.
And they had another stat, I think. Crescendo Lab, helping retailers boost conversions by 30%.
Yeah, a 30% increase. That's significant. It shows what happens when you combine Line's reach with these smart automation and personalization tactics.
It's way beyond just sending messages. It's creating these tailored interactions, but at scale.
Exactly.
Okay, so Line OA is the foundation. Automation makes it smarter.
Yeah.
But how do you get new customers onto your Line OA?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Line ads. The article contrasts them with, the usual suspects like Meta and Google.
Right. Another area where Line offers something distinct in Thailand. Meta and Google obviously have massive reach, but Line ads seem to excel at hyper-local targeting.
And facilitating those direct interactions we talked about.
Precisely. It's about initiating one-on-one conversations. Think about the user's mindset scrolling a newsfeed versus actively using a messaging app. It's different.
That's a great point. So what are the winning strategies for Line ads then?
The article highlights a few. A big one is using your first-party data, the info you already have in your Line CRM, to create really targeted ad audiences.
Makes sense. Use what you know.
Then there are click-to-chat campaigns. These are really interesting. The ad doesn't just go to a landing page. It takes the user straight into a Line chat with the business.
Oh, wow. So you can start talking immediately.
Exactly. Instant engagement, ask questions, get answers, build that connection right away. It shortens the distance between seeing an ad and actually interacting.
That feels very direct, very Line.
It is. Smart retargeting is also key, showing ads to people who've already engaged with you in some way online, and promoting exclusive offers only available via Line ads creates that sense of urgency and value.
Then they had another example, right? A beauty brand.
A Thai beauty brand increasing ad conversions by 40%.
40%.
Yeah. And the key was integrating their Line ads tightly with their Line CRM system.
So it all connects back. The ads feed the CRM informs the ads.
It creates this powerful, connected ecosystem all within Line. Much more effective campaigns because everything works together.
Okay, this next point really surprised me. The article suggests that Thai businesses often prefer Line CRM over Salesforce. Yeah.
I mean, Salesforce is the global giant in CRM. Why the preference for Line CRM in Thailand?
It seems to come down to fit. Salesforce is incredibly powerful, no doubt, but Line CRM is purpose-built for the way business often happens in Thailand.
Which is more conversational.
Exactly. That heavy reliance on chat-based interactions we keep mentioning, Line CRM is designed specifically for that conversational commerce model right from the start.
So it just aligns better with local business practices.
Or seems so. Plus, factors like cost and ease of implementation often come up. Salesforce can be complex and expensive to set up and run. Line CRM is often seen as more accessible.
Okay.
And it apparently has stronger built-in features for things like loyalty programs and gamification, which, again, really resonate with Thai consumers and integrate well with the automation tool.
And it plugs into the local e-commerce scene better, like TikTok Shop, Shopee, Lazada. That's a huge practical advantage. Being able to connect seamlessly with the platforms where people are actually buying, it gives businesses that unified customer view and lets them coordinate efforts much more effectively.
And the example for this was pretty stark, too. A retailer switching from Salesforce to Line CRM.
And cutting customer acquisition costs by 25% while also boosting engagement.
Wow. Okay, that really drives home the point about local context, doesn't it? A global solution isn't always the best local solution.
Absolutely. Choosing MarTech that's genuinely tailored to the specific market nuances is crucial.
All right, so for anyone listening, maybe thinking about Thailand or just curious, the article lays out a kind of step-by-step guide for building a high-converting strategy online. Let's quickly walk through that. Step 1 is just setting up that Line official account.
Right, the foundation. Get a verified business account that builds trust. Customize your Line ID so people can find you easily. Set up some basic chatbot responses for common questions. And, crucially, integrate it with your ads and CRM tools from day one.
Don't treat them as separate things.
No, connect them immediately. Step 2 is about automating the nurturing and sales process.
Okay.
Use those AI chatbots for lead qualification, instant replies. Set up automated follow-ups, abandoned carts, initial inquiries, and personalized messages based on purchase history or behavior. Make it relevant.
Step 3, launching effective Line ads. What are the key takeaways there?
Use lookalike audiences built from your existing Line data. Find people similar to your current customers. Target based on demographics, sure, but also past interactions within line. And definitely run those click-to-chat ads, get the conversation started.
Makes sense. Step 4 is loyalty and gamification.
Yeah, keep customers coming back. Offer line-exclusive discounts, reward points, use interactive stuff like quizzes, lucky draws, make it engaging, and integrate it all with your CRM for personalized promotions.
See who your most loyal customers are, reward them appropriately.
Exactly. And finally, step 5 is basically track, optimize, scale.
The ongoing process.
Use line analytics, watch your open rates, conversions, all that, see what's working, what's not, refine your chatbot scripts, your engagement tactics based on the data. And when you find something that works well, use AI automation to scale it up efficiently.
Got it. So the big picture message seems to be success in Thai MarTech really starts with line. It's about integrating the automation, the chat commerce, the targeted ads, all within that ecosystem.
That sums it up perfectly.
So let's just recap briefly. Why has Line become this absolute powerhouse in Thailand's MarTech space?
Well, I think it boils down to a few core things. First, it just blows away traditional channels like email and engagement. The open and read rates aren't even close.
Right.
Second, that seamless integration with e-commerce and the way it facilitates conversational commerce, it just fits how Thai consumers prefer to interact and shop online.
It meets them where they are in a way they like.
Exactly. And third, the rise of sophisticated AI-driven automation tools within the Line ecosystem lets businesses personalize interactions at scale in a way that wasn't really possible before.
And the payoff for businesses that lean into Line seems pretty clear.
Oh, definitely. Higher engagement, lower customer acquisition costs, better conversions. The evidence points strongly towards prioritizing Line if you want to succeed in Thailand's digital economy today. It's not just anecdotal. Reports back this up.
It really seems like Line needs to be absolutely central to any serious marketing strategy there.
Without a doubt.
Okay, so as we wrap up this deep dive into Line's unique role in Thailand, here's something for you, the listener, to think about. How might these principles we've discussed, things like really prioritizing local communication styles, embracing these all-in-one platforms, how might they apply in other unique markets around the world? Perhaps even your own. What assumptions about your current marketing strategies might be worth questioning after hearing about the Thai landscape?